Now, this question is very simple to answer. I'm afraid I'm surprised why he couldn't understand the meaning. If God sends someone as his Khalifa, he is for the whole world. But the whole world does not accept him because la ikraha fi din. So Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Khalifatullah, the Khalifatullah, who was the very purpose of creation. And he was Rahmatul lil Alameen. But how many accept him as Khalifa? So there is a word which is called potential. Potential means in his real capacity something is created to discharge a certain task. That is called the potential of that real something. And if the potential is bigger and those who do not accept that potential, they are not under the influence of that potential power. So the potential of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is to lead the whole world. That is for which he is created. But if people don't accept him, like Satan, they go away and say, we are not going to bow to you, then after all he is to follow his God who permitted Satan to run away. He will not be cursed by anybody. So majority of mankind does not accept the spiritual leadership of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, though he possesses the potential to lead all human beings of all the countries of the world, and he is provided with that strength which is required for such a leadership, but it's not used. So Khalifatul, after Khalifatullah there is the Khalifatul Rasul, and his domain remains the same, although his personal qualities are not the same, but the task is the same, the work is the same, it does not change. If the Rasul whom a Khalifa is representing is a universal Rasul, the Khalifa has to be universal, or is no Khalifa. So in that respect, I am Khalifatul Mahdi, Khalifatul Masih, who was raised by Allah in the style of Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallam, following him, I mean, for the entire world. He could not be Khalifatul Rasul himself, Al-Mahdi, unless he had inherited from him the same task, the same dimensions of the work, the same dimension in which he was to work. So this exactly is the case which has been handed down to me as Khalifatul Masih. Potentially and in authority appointed by God, I am the Khalifa of the whole world. But if somebody refuses to bow to my will as Khalifa, his case is very clear. He can do whatever he likes. But those who are true servants of God, they are going to win in the end. But I do not possess a direct authority from God. I only possess authority in as much as I follow Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Holy Quran. This is my domain, this is the boundaries of my authority. I cannot step out. So I rule on their behalf, not because I am something to be ruled, to be obeyed. So this is clearly the position of Khalifa in Islam, and we have Khulafa in Islam, of course, but in the latter days, Islam of the latter days, right?
ورغم الفرق في الدرجات الروحانية.
I didn't say salahiyat. The salahiyat is different. but the work remains the same because it is the work of the Rasul which he has to carry out. The salahiyat does not change. The salahiyat changes. The salahiyat of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is far beyond the salahiyat of Abu Bakr and Umar and Usman and Ali, but the task remains the same. Otherwise they can't be called Khalifa. Now, imagine, again I add something else to explain. Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah is Khalifatullah. His salahiyat is not the same. Salahiyat of Allah is unlimited, and he was Bashar. Yet, within his capacity, he was given that salahiyat essential to guide the whole world. Now, the task of leading the world is entrusted to Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Nobody can be his Khalifa without carrying this load, even if he is weak. So salahiyat may diminish, but the task will not. And such Khulafa then pray to God, seeking forgiveness and seeking support and succor from him himself. So Khalifa remains for the whole world if he is Khalifatul Rasul or Khalifatul Rasul, you know. The task will remain, the domain will remain the same, although the person may change, may differ in his personal capacities and talents. Right? That's right. You see, the simple answer, as I have just already suggested before, is to apply the same question to Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah, and the answer will become very clear. He is, without a shadow of doubt, he is the Rasul of the whole world. He is the Rasul of Hindus, of Christians, of Jews, of Buddhists, of atheists, everyone on earth. But how many accept him? This is the question. So the difference between Ahmadis and non-Ahmadis is simply this. The Ahmadi Muslims accept my Khilafat and the non-Ahmadi Muslims and others do not, while potentially I am the Khalifa for the whole world. Right? Please. Jazakumullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.